video.
So, after we visited Expo, we will go into the workshop. So, watch our video. Come on.
Come on, come on.
It's 100 degrees, why you feeling down, what's the problem? We just here to be free, it don't feel like this often. Bumping to the radio with the air so cold as the moonlight glows. No, we don't give a fuck, we ain't gotta change a thing no more. Fuck it, we gon' do it cause we want to. Days pass by, now we
Now, we're in Neptune room. We'll join workshop. So,
you can bring you can bring barcode. So you didn't say it as QR code. No, so it's just barcode or barcode. Barcode. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're going to do the workshop regarding the QR code or barcode. Okay. So before that, if you don't have any QR code reader, so you can try to install the QR code reader first. So if you are using Android, you can search for QR code reader in Google Play. Or if you are using iOS, you can search for QR code reader in App Store. Okay, let's try that first. Okay, so that they'll know what is the price. So you pay for the price, then it will be deducted from the store. Okay, so same goes to the QR code. Okay, so QR code has their own scanner, and both barcode and QR code scanner nowadays you can have your phone as the scanner. Okay, so when you scan the QR code, when you scan the barcode, you can get the information. Okay. So what is the difference between the barcode, the normal barcode, and the QR code? Basically, the contents is actually slightly different. Okay, and if it is a QR code, you can have more contents, and the contents is actually like a mobile-based content. Okay, for example, just now when you scan the badge, you scan it, and then it will automatically opening the browser. Okay, so it is actually redirecting you to the APU website. The barcode cannot store the URL, okay, and it cannot store other kind of information. Okay, so there are two different things between the barcode and the QR code. Okay, so before I proceed further, let's watch a short video regarding the QR code.
The history of QR codes. It was 1960s when supermarkets started selling lots of stuff in Japan. Then came the barcodes to help the cashiers, but they can only hold 20 alphanumeric characters or so of information. Then in 1994, Masahiro Hare from Dainsel Wave Company developed a new two-dimensional code for auto industry. In 2002, the use of the code became widespread among the general public in Japan. And now, it is an indispensable tool for many people, especially for teachers. You can prepare and share scavenger or treasure hunt games, audio and app, video recordings, jigsaw materials, even business cards as email signatures. By using QR codes, you can help increase student motivation, collaboration, and enthusiasm. Students then will be more active in the learning process, which will lead to student autonomy. So are you ready to learn more and create your codes to be used both in class with your students and in your professional life?
Okay, so are you ready to use the QR code? Okay, all right. So what you can see from the QR code, so it was started in 1960s. So it's actually quite an old technology. So it's not new. Okay, so even the barcode also is, I think, they introduced right before that. Okay, so the QR code is not new. So why people is actually start using the QR code now? Any idea? Why people is actually really go into QR code now compared to last time? Sorry? It's more simple in terms of accessing it, okay, because everybody has mobile phones. Everybody has their own scanner. When we have the barcode last time, okay, when we don't have like a smartphone, basically only the shop have the scanner, right? So only the shop knows what is the contents of the barcode. But now QR code is everywhere, everybody can scan it. So that's why the organization, the company actually use QR code to promote their products. So let's say they want to, let's say you want to know more about the products. Let's say one advertisement maybe cannot explain more about the products. So since everybody has the mobile phones, you just need to scan the QR code and read more about the products on your mobile phone. It's not only about only reading, but you also can watch videos just by scanning the QR code. Okay? So from the video just now also, they talk about how we actually can attract students. Okay? For example, like in APU, for example, to take the attendance. Okay, normally, if you want to take attendance, normally your teacher will call your name and tick your name on the paper or maybe from the website. But in APU, to take the attendance, students just need to scan the QR code. Okay, within the time frame that has been stated. So let's say you take the photo of the QR code, you share to your friends who are absent, it won't work. Okay, so that's actually one of the technology, one of the usage of the QR code technology. Other than that, if we are using in the class, okay, later we're going to play some games. Okay, so the game is basically the indoor games that related to the QR code. Okay, so there are a lot of usage of the QR code, and it is basically not only to share some information, okay, but it's basically a lot. Okay, there are a lot of interactivity you can do with the QR codes. Okay. Okay, so just now, I think you watched the timeline. Okay, so basically it was started in 1960s, but in 1994, basically the Toyota, the Denso Wave is a Toyota subsidiary. I think you're familiar with Toyota. Okay, so they are basically developed the code in order to help in the manufacturing process. So they want to track what they produce in their factory. Okay, so basically they just want to have like fast decoding speeds, meaning that they want to count how many products they have produced, and they want to have like stored inventory, okay, of the. Okay, so I basically just copy the link. Okay, so how to create the QR code? So just now some of you asked how to create the QR code. Okay, there are no specific application. Okay, there's a lot of free application, the website that you can use to create the QR code. Okay, okay, the one that I always use is this. Okay, goqr.me. Okay, and there's another one, QR Code Monkey. Okay, I'll show you the difference. Okay. Okay, so just now, I show you the 9 ways, right? Okay, there are 9 ways of putting the QR code information, right? So just now, there's a URL, so you need to put the URL here. Okay? Then it will generate the QR code here. Okay? So if you want to try to scan, I'm not sure whether it's work or not. And it depends on Microsoft Server because we are using PowerPoint. So let's try if it will open the slides that I shared. If cannot, then it can be because of the Microsoft Office. Of this is because it's connected to the external server. Okay, so the external server is the Microsoft server. So if the Microsoft server is offline, then you cannot get the online slides also. Okay, but we can try. I think we show it. There are no presentations available. Okay, I think it's because just now I also tried before I start the presentation, and I want to share the slides, but it's also showing this. I think the problem is with the Microsoft server, but that's how we can share the slides. Okay, so one of the website that I use to generate the QR code is the GoQRMe. Okay, and another one is the QR code monkey. Okay. The difference is, if you use the QR code generated, the GoQRMe, this one, GoQR.me, it basically gives you a very boring QR code. It's just black and white QR code. But if you use QR code monkey, this one is much more interesting. Okay, so in here you can set colors. Okay, I think there's a color there. Let's say I change the colors a bit. For example, let's say I use gradient colors. Yeah, so it will show something like this. Okay, so you can play around with the background also. Yeah. Okay, so compared to the GoQR.me, so this one is much more nicer. So you can play around.